just talking about Martin, and it made me think. Oh no, it was like I remember. You know how it was like R.P. Tommy. By the way, I think he died in real life.
Mm. Before you go into that R.P. Tommy, but episode 2.
Of what? Oh yeah. This episode 2. Yeah, this episode Dose coming to you twice.
Got the great podcast. My nigga said episode.
But
episode
like,
2, man. Let's go. Coughouse shit.
You know he ain't never had a job, or at least he ain't never told him what he did, even though it's not their goddamn business. He was in the hospital bed, and while he's super cast up, like full body cast. They don't even console this nigga yet. They run in and say, "Oh, he in the cast. He probably got a business card in his wallet." So they go check his wallet, and it was like a card in there that was like crystal clear, like a piece of plastic. And Gina pulled the card out. She was like, "It's clear. There's nothing on it." And Martin was like, "That's because he ain't got no job." That shit was.
You already know. I'm always been I'm a Fresh Prince nigga. I'm anything but. I fuck with Martin. I didn't catch the hype of Martin. Like that wasn't the shit that we. Oh, not we, but like out of the shit that we didn't grow up on. That wasn't the ones. Like I fuck with Full House. I fuck with Fresh Prince. Yeah, I know. I know it's terrible. But I'm trying to think. What else is besides Martin? It's Martin and I like the Jamie Foxx show ass shit. I like nigga show. I mean, I like the throwback nigga shows, but like Martin is like.
Go ahead.
I could never get to it. Not never, but no, I ain't never got to it yet.
I was having a conversation with a teacher back in I think like my second year of college, but we was talking about Martin and Fresh Prince, and he said some revolutionary shit. He said, because we was like talking about which show is better overall, and he was like, in terms of just being entertaining, it's Fresh Prince, but in terms of just being funny as hell, it's Martin. And I kind of felt that in terms of all I really know about Martin is how hilarious, you know what I'm saying, everybody is on that bitch. Whereas with Fresh Prince, I'm like, I remember when Carlton lost to Virginia and shit, or when
that's a great plot.
When Will kind of took his bitch, but didn't really, like they broke up and he was just like, no reason to let the bitch go to waste. But yeah, like, but it was also some funny shit. But it was like Martin was just back-to-back punches of, he ain't got no job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, Fresh Prince was a educated, fucking.
Will Smith's dad came and left. That made me cry.
Yo, God. Nah, everybody. I think if you was a fatherless child at any point, I think the part where when the dad comes back and leaves, is that what you're talking about? When he comes back and leaves?
Yeah.
Nigga, that when Will going off on some shit. Yo,
you said, how come he don't want me? I said, right?
Yo, and it's fucked up because like nigga, I don't think that's either one of our scenarios by far, but just on some shit. But I know for me, I'm just like it's still fatherless. It hurt. It's like, yo, what the fuck? Oh, you need a lighter. I gave you a whole battery. I need to. How you use this shit?
Yeah, I'm about to grab a lighter. Or do you have one?
Sit back, relax, nigga. Yo,
garage here, I can go.
I know we had it took us a minute to start today. It
always takes us a minute to start, but I feel like it's everybody has a crazy case of destination fever. You know what I mean? Like everybody's focusing on where they're going, and I heard some revolutionary shit like you need to focus less on the where and more on the going. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound like a hippie or nothing, but
his dude.
But yeah, his dude. But it's like. We all go through some shit, but something that I noticed is, in the moment I might not fuck with it, but later in life I'm damn near appreciative that I went through it because I got some shit to laugh at. I got some shit that I know I can overcome. You know what I mean? Like imagine if everything was perfect all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Imagine if you never had to face no type of adversity or nothing like that. Like it was just. Yep. My daddy drives an Aston Martin and shit. Like, that was your whole existence. Then, when you do get around people, you can't even necessarily say, like, hell yeah, well, I remember back when. Or, remember that one time when. Or, like, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't got no war story in a sense.
Damn, nigga, I was just gonna say.
So, it's more about the going. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's not about you're a Heisman Trophy winning football player. It's about all the shit before you got to that. Ronald da 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 at the award ceremony. It's the journey, man. It's about where you're going. You should have a direction of where you're going, but it's not just about you right here and you at the top of the mountain. It's about you. You know what I'm saying? Climbing that motherfucker, rocks breaking and shit. It's about the going.
Yeah, you right.
With that said, we here now. We're gonna get here anyway.
Yo, episode 2 again, nigga. I was gonna say we doing this for y'all. In short, that's what K said.
Yeah,
we doing it for y'all. God dang, but not for real though, like you said.
Like even when this shit get bigger in grand scale, it's like it's these times that's the gems and the memories. You know, it's about to go. It's about to go.
So you saying what? It ain't about your destination, about the journey.
Yeah, cause in real life, you can't even necessarily say exactly what's gonna happen. Like you could say you want to be a rapper or an athlete or a doctor or some shit, and you should go in that direction. But if all you care about is that end goal, if whatever happens in life stops you from getting there, you're gonna be, I don't say useless, but you're gonna be like, nigga, your whole shit was this and you didn't get there. Your whole life sucks. It's like it's about you might end up a nurse. Who fucking knows? You might end up a director. You might not end up an actor or some shit, or you might end up a A&R, to where you couldn't make the, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't be 50 Cent like you wanted to be, but it's about all the little shit. It's about all the little shit. Because 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna be Leonardo DiCaprio and Lil Baby. You probably gonna end up a stagehand, or like a writer for, you know what I'm saying, a movie or something like that. And that's fine too. But if you only give a fuck about the monkey on the stage ending, a lot of our lives are gonna suck. It's just go in the direction you want to go and be open to whatever comes. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm starting episode 2 pretty heavy.
It's a bitch. God damn.
But shit, you know.
What the fuck, go? How your week been, nigga? Shit. Fuck.
I mean, shit, it's...
Them Bob Marley's got you acting different.
Yeah.
Marley.
I ain't gonna lie, I was talking to Bob about that.
Deacon
I don't like
K
how thick they
shit.
are. She said. But...
She didn't say that.
Some of them gonna say that.
She said that shit. But nah,
She said that she lied.
But nah, fucking, I'm with you though on other shit. We were just, that's just general. That's just like on some good.
I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, I thought I heard somebody, but nah, that's just on some general good shit. It's like I'm on some shit too, bro. Where
I'm coming to the shop.
I'm on some shit too, where I'm gonna pull this bitch up. Where
or like I guess you gotta go a little bit closer.
Where really, bro, if I ain't trying to do shit. We live and direct, but I'm in a place now to where it's just like, yo, nigga, staying in your lane is
paramount.
Yeah, because like even with shit like I was getting frustrated with like the trading and shit. I was telling Lo, nigga was confusing. You know what I'm saying? Not even confusing, but kind of just getting in his feelings because between you and then between Shu got a whole, you know, Discord and shit. Shout out Shu, out the mud, Discord. Tap in if y'all ain't. But fucking get some money. But fucking, you know, nigga getting frustrated because I understand, I know this shit, I understand it, I get it, I know how to do this shit. But it's like little shit when niggas sending out signals and shit. And for those who are familiar with like Discords and forums that give off like signals and shit for trading, forex, any of that shit like that. But I digress. Like that shit had me frustrated because you got to sit down and shit for real and be in tune. You can't. I mean, even if you know what's happening, you still kind of got to have a way. You can't just like, oh, that's what's happening.
There's still a level of chance involved in it.
100%. So it's like I'm over here getting, you know, it's like it's great when it's great, but when it's bad. But also it's just like, you know, the stock shit. I said that to say, nigga, I was getting like burnt out, like just catching bad plays, or just not even knowing my play is supposed to be, burning me out and pissing me off, and just like made me feel a way toward like, it just had me feel a way toward like not the circle, but just toward that situation, but not be, and it's like had to sit back and realize like ain't nobody not trying to fuck with a nigga. Everybody, like all my niggas are trying to like you open. Shoot got a whole fucking Discord for it, and on top of like nigga can reach out, Kilo, fucking sir, like everybody, anybody I ask on it will help, inform me. So it ain't about like can't put it on niggas, can't put it on self. It's just like your own lane, like stay in your lane. It's just like it ain't to say nigga. And I was I would say a lot of times like niggas confuse or not niggas, people confuse that feeling. We're trying to stay in your lane, and it's just like just cause your folks doing it, your people doing this shit, and that's your brother, that's your folks, whoever. It's just like don't just because one or two things. That's just cause your folks don't mean it's made for you. And two, just because they doing it mean you can do it. And it's like just because you can't do it, don't mean that it ain't taken away from you. Mm-hmm. It's not might not be part of your journey. And you can do it, obviously. Everybody got the ability and shit. Go ahead, okay.
No, I was just thinking, cause like I be on the shit, but it's like, when I first started, I went a lot heavier, but for like it was some like really in the cut ass like pocket shit that me shooting everybody was doing, to where we was like taking consistent W's for like some months. Like if we knew what we knew now, we probably would have went way heavier just because of how stamped everything else was, like the shit that we were doing. But like something I keep in mind, or like I would tell niggas to keep in mind is if it was a never lose type of situation, every nigga would be a trillionaire. You know what I mean? Like. Or like if it was any nigga who never took an L, he'd be like,
it wouldn't be what it was if it was just like come over here and get some money.
So yeah, so I say like everybody takes some type of L sometime. It's just damn near. I feel like the more I've done it over the 2.5 years I've been on it, I've come to realize it's more so a game of restricting your losses than stamping on wins. Because like I mean, everybody's gonna win, relatively speaking. Some will win bigger, like if you know what I'm saying, if you require a certain kind of knowledge that you know what I'm saying, get more privy to it. But on some loss shit, everybody takes some type of loss. It's just the more experienced niggas know how to not, you know what I'm saying, like know how to leave them losses or avoid them very well. But nobody avoids them all the time, because if that was the case, everybody like it'd be some just how human nature work. Everybody would be on that. Like it spread like wildfire. If it was a way to do that shit and never lose. Like even niggas who operate hedge funds and shit.
Stocks or
I feel like on all that shit. Actually,
any investment.
I'm glad you said stocks because it reminded me of the different layers you can do. You can do like crypto and da. But what's called not FedEx but Forex. When I first got into the stock options and shit, I was trying to get like a OnlyFans or some shit going. I think that's how OnlyFans was supposed to be made. Like it wasn't
not supposed to. That's what it's intended for.
Yeah, but hey, you can do what you want with it.
Yeah.
But it didn't catch on. But I was like just posting the wins I would make or whatever, and then having the page at the bottom like what's good, I can put you on with it. But like, damn, I lost my train of thought.
With OnlyFans.
Nah, like right before that.
You were saying, you glad I brought it up because you was getting into Forex and shit. You was trying to
realize. I was like, yeah, getting Forex, and a nigga hit me like, am I trying to get into it? And I'm like on some thinking I'm getting deeper into the world, and I pull up and it's like a whole house of niggas. It was actually a cool setup. It was
Who
just
was
it?
Some random nigga.
I don't even remember his name. High key.
Do I know the nigga?
You might have seen him. I barely knew him, high key.
High school?
Yeah, type shit. Mm-hmm. But he was like, pull up to the crib or whatever. He got like a whole Forex, da. It was like him and 6 other people.
Oh, you talking about? I need some actually. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it was like him and 6 other people in the crib. It was like a cool setup. But then when he explained it to me, like people what it is, it's real, I guess. But the way he pitched it felt like a pyramid scheme to the scope of. He kind of pitched it to me to where I can like get people to sign under me, and I'll make more every month. And then there's this other lane where you can make some money like elsewhere. Mm-hmm. I guess that other lane is more stock optiony. Mm-hmm. But everybody in the house with him kind of follow him, and they're under his shit. Which I'm thinking in the scope of how much you make for how many people are signed to you, and he had like 6 people in there with him. I'm like, he's probably like super. I don't say finessing, but y'all are super useful to this nigga. Like if all y'all stopped. He'd probably really fucking shit up, but like it was just on some a successful pyramid scheme as vibe. To where I was just like, all right, but that's not really what I thought. I thought you had some like the insights that I've acquired. I thought that's what he was gonna put me on with, like the shit I've learned with stock options. Dolo is what I thought he was gonna give me, but he was just trying to get number 7 and damn near. And he was like, we getting a new house, and it was really like, yeah, and like they be going on vacations and shit. But just when he told me about shit, I was like, bro, you got this shit. Like he got that shit on though. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he got the whole setup. Like yeah, and that's like no straight to people following him. It's just it wasn't no shit I was trying to get down with. High key.
Yeah, I can just say it too. Like that shit. Ain't no like them niggas be eating like that. Niggas be eating on that shit. Niggas eat on Forex. Niggas be kicking that shit. I don't want to take. Until niggas show up. Like actually, I ain't Forex. That type of shit. Mm-hmm. That type of what you call it, the affiliate marketing kind of shit.
Yeah.
I'm not big on that. But as far as real Forex, like when niggas trading like early on, I remember
real RX
shit, but real Forex shit though.
Bro, hard.
Shout out to that boy. What's his name? Fuck, I'm gonna get his name right. God, dang, can't remember. But the nigga Daryl put me on one time. Mm-hmm. Fucking damn, what the fuck that nigga name? He was cool.
Is it important?
Nah, I was gonna remember because for reference, but nah, can't like doesn't matter.
I'm about to say I get more about what you talking about.
No, I ain't finna bring him up, but nah, like I said, I made bro that shit early on. This is like shit when we still like it. It's like after high school, like right after high school type shit. So I remember like, I'm making bread with that shit. Honchos off of a 30, maybe like a less than $100, less than $100 profit. So like that's for me. It's like it turned it from that, but then I realized like yeah, I know the name. Figure the name. But nah, it's like for me, it's like that's not. It wasn't
Ronald.
Right.
I
want to say. Shout out. Shout out. But nah,
this
nigga.
one mama say his birthday and everything or something. But nah, Mike, go.
I'm just saying though. Even with that, it's like I saw that part of it, like where you can get money. So I was like, when it was before it was like a big thing, I was fucking with it. But then it became the affiliate marketing shit, where it's like I couldn't I lost the plug. I came in, not lost him, but like that wasn't no consistent shit. And then two, like I don't know, that affiliate marketing made it watered it down. I don't know, that's that getting under niggas shit. I don't really fuck with that shit.
I think it's just it's a feed off of just the vibe. I think of the time we in, because like the time we in is just I mean, it's always been that, but like we're in a tone of because everybody wants to do the least amount of work possible and make money. But it's always been like that. It's just nowadays, it's hella.
It's entitled. It's an entitled feel.
I was saying that shit today. I was like on some. It's certain shit that I just can't do because of shit that I've done and the mindset that I feel like I can't and shouldn't have to step backwards in anything.
What? You saying can't do like? Okay.
It's like just like a certain standard of whatever. It's like but it's an entitled feeling because fuck you can't take a step back for some shit like that. But it's like in my head it's like because I don't want to do that shit. But
it's one thing from compromising and stepping back,
but with the crypto and FedEx and Forex and stock option shit, it's like I think that's just a olive branch of the current time of I want to make a lot of money, but I don't feel like working at shit. When it's like, I mean, you always got to, but it's like and it explains like the jobs and shit that people have or have had over the years and why they're so fascinating. Like you could be like drug dealers seem how they seem because the idea of it is easy. Fucking pimps and shit, their shit because it's like. How are you just chilling all the time? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you just chilling all the time? And it's like everybody wants that. That's really like that's why niggas fuck with this work from home shit. Even though I feel like the work from home shit is like nigga, you gonna work. You just gonna be at home, but it's just the illusion that you don't gotta
I think
go nowhere and like I feel like real life I can see the world getting to a scope where it's just niggas who stay inside and make money and a few niggas who step out to make certain shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Like damn near grocery delivery, food delivery just in general, Ubers and shit like that. It's just like gonna be a small portion of people outside. And like they got a set to where it's like, nigga, you can take a couple months to just be one of these outside people for a little bit when you get tired of making the inside money. And then outside them people, the people who stay in the house and make money, like, cause that's if you was coming to niggas saying, I got where you can make $50 an hour and all you gotta do is type some shit on the computer. It's like you gonna be curious. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking yeah, I think
tell I said hello, G.
No cap. I'm back, fool. Bring me back, cause I had something you were saying.
No, I was saying
Bad
how
part.
like everybody doesn't want to work, but everybody wants to
Oh
make
yeah.
their money. But it's like a tone now of everybody being able to
I'm with you.
work
I'm
from
with you.
home, and
I
then
got you.
just
No,
a few
no.
others.
I was with you up until that last. You got me with the last shit. But nah, fucking I don't know, bro. I feel like I agree. I feel like the people. I think it's easy to get mixed up with the lazy shit. Like it's easy to like lazy people can get mixed up with like the not doing shit. I think in essence like work at home, forex, stocks, fucking what else you said? Just anything that's like easy. Pimp, drug dealing. None of that shit's easy. None of that shit is like a given. Nothing of that shit is given.
Whether you can be Uber Eating or whatever, like it's awesome. All that shit requires like
That shit ain't
some
easy.
type of work, whether it's leg work or sit up and brain work, and you can damn near sacrificing other shit like sunlight and whatever with that type of shit.
They tried. I think people. I think they sold or not sold, but pushing that idea of like convenience.
Easy buddy, yeah.
Yeah, or it's convenience in general. Like all you gotta do is just like
That shit you said of it's not lazy, it's just not one like something like that. I feel like it's one of two things. It's either it's all lazy or like it's. I feel like it got to be it's all lazy, but lazy is just not the same as it was because I feel like the only thing that separates niggas who I guess you could call lazy versus niggas who are actually making it happen like so is the fact that it hit for some, you know what I'm saying? Like for some people, like on some where it's like,
all right, but with like certain shit, like okay, forex or something like that. The people that saying it's easy, I think that's again subjective, and also that's subjective because they're saying easy, not saying they got to do this, that, and the third. Or watch out for this, or you could lose this, or like there's so many things in between, or it's stocks even, whatever the case.
just like any easy job, yeah.
It's like it's not easy. It's just like that person that's mentally accepted whatever comes with that shit. Now it's easy to them. Whatever the reward is worth it to them. So.
You just mentally adapt to it. Cause I feel like if you depending on who you are, driving might be hell for you. Like driving might be some like I couldn't imagine. And it's like it's niggas who drive trucks. It's niggas who Uber, period. And that's how they take care of the fam and shit like that. It's on some whatever you fuck with or like doing. Cause you can I don't know, it's motherfuckers who like making food. If you don't like making food gonna seem like hell to you. Like, but if you're old, I love the sound of the on the stove ass shit, then you know Applebee's might be your shit. But you know it's just like if you mentally get yourself okay with it, like yeah, it becomes easy then. Because I think even with the stock shit, like I noticed if I'm not living a certain way. My shit suffers in terms of if I'm not waking up like at 9 and shit like that. If I'm not like, and it trickles to everything. If I'm not getting something healthy to eat and working out and shit like that, my head works different to where I can't even identify I can't identify exactly what's off, but I know like I'll fuck around and start losing more to where I'm also like it'll be like a new weird ass version of a parent figure like get to bed and wake up and shit. So like it keeps running.
I think all that shit, bro, is like I think it shows you like how strong the mind is and how important your comfort is. Cause on some entrepreneurship, like you said, when niggas, it's like niggas. I'm learning like with entrepreneurship, it's not about having money. It's about growing your money kind of shit. And I'm saying that on the strength of like just with like okay, when niggas is in the middle of just getting more inventory or some shit. Can you get that for me real quick, please? But when niggas is in the middle, I'll wait. Testing. Yeah, but like when niggas in the middle of getting new inventory or some shit, like, or when you had to spend some more on inventory as a business owner, you sold all your product, inventory, so you gotta get some more. It's like when you before your business is actually sustaining, even in your profit, you know you got profit. It's like it's there, but you're not looking like it's still like as a sustaining business. If your business, like this general business is, take your profit, whatever your little profit is, and go re up whatever it is, whatever your inventory is, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like for me those times of like, that's why it's like I'm saying I'm growing past entrepreneurship where it's like, cause niggas get money, niggas know how to work their shit. It's just more so like of the work, cause regardless you gotta work. I guess what I'm really trying to get to is just like
can't escape the work type shit.
You can't escape the work. Cause either way, it's just like you still like. And I was gonna say when niggas when you're in the middle of getting more inventory or having to go whatever supplier shit, it's just like you almost on edge because until you get your shit back, like until you get more of whatever your shit is, whatever your whatever.
That's like with everything. Like,
it's like that's all business.
You could be a farmer. It's like it's all good when all the cows and shit look good, but if Betsy come up sick, it's slicker. All right, hold on.
Unless, obviously your business is like, but even then, it's just like your business isn't like has another bestie kind of forearm. You're always losing. It's losing. So it's just like it comes to comfort, like just being okay with shit, because it's like all subjective. You could always lose. You could always lose it.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like you probably will, but it's just like bouncing back on this shit or just pushing through.
I feel like you got it's. I think the mic won't stay, but. Yeah, I feel like you just can't escape work in a sense. Like it's also like really, life is work, high key. Like to not work is a I don't know, it'd be a waste of life, high key. But
I think
speaking of work and shit, it made me think of
switch it up. What's up?
Do you remember your first job?
Yeah.
Where was you working at?
Shout out Pizza Hut.
I thought it was some food. I feel like it's usually food for niggas when they pop up. My shit was Dairy Queen. But I feel like that job is hella accurate for teenagers. I don't like when I see an old person working at those. Cause I'd be like, I'd rather see you as a customer service or something. This is a strictly teach a young person how to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Ability.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, like on some shit. But
it's always that shit. That be, when you see motherfuckers working for, it's all kind of walks of life. We about to build on that. We about to say something after that.
I'm not. What you said got me spinning, and it kind of, I guess, took me back down the street we were just on, in the scope of. I feel like that's really everything. Like it's you take like I feel like with all business, outside of just being a worker person, I said worker person, you have some massive money. You have some type of supply or some type of buy this for this low price, and with some work, we can make this money flip. And that can be, you can be starting a whole business and need the whole building. You'll have to get the money aside to get the building and all the shit inside, all the people inside. And they're going to do work and use all that extra shit you bought to produce much more money than you're paying them and shit. But that's the same as you buying a cow for $2 or some shit, and you finna work and by the time you know what I'm saying, you slaughtering them in two and selling them, the comeback should be much more substantial than that, whatever you put down on it. And that shit like trickles down with it. Like I feel like it's really everything. Like
so check what you just said.
Everything you buy.
So like that's all business is. It's
buying for $1 and selling for $2.
So right. So it's like you got two types of people in here. I have two types of people. We got a few. I feel like those. It's a classified as two different. Those are two different types. Fuck it. Those are subcategories. Like it's either you're gonna do that or you're gonna be a worker. I feel like to me, and with stocks and shit, anything you invest in, I don't know. I feel like and that's where wealth I feel like comes into play, and that where I feel like it's a disconnect. Not a disconnect for like our people like or just us in general. I feel like young niggas, a lot of young people in general, that are understanding getting money but not understand how to like a lot of people get money but don't really know how to be grow their wealth, and it's just like I get that. That's what I'm trying to.
I feel like everybody can get money. Like the only way to really be alive in life slick is to be getting some type of bread unless you're leeching on somebody. RP dog. But like I feel like. It's really never going to be a world where there are no workers. Like I feel like, and I feel like it's weird coming from me because, and like really us just having this convo because we don't technically work and shit, but it's like ain't no wrong being a worker. High key, it's on some. The world was built by workers. I don't know if that camera running still, the middle one, but I feel like the world was built by workers in the sense that. They're hella essential. They're like, they're up there with doctors and XYZs. It's so much of them. It's so, yeah, it's going. But no, I'm out back into workers. The phone straight?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Ain't no wrong being workers.
I was saying, I think, slick, everybody hates the idea of being a worker, and it's like them are trying to avoid any type of real worker life. but the world's
Are you
all
talking about
like,
niggas or people? Like, are you
nah.
talking about us or just?
When I say niggas, I mean just humans.
I mean, you know, Earthlings.
Yeah, high key. In the year 2099, aliens are gonna call us niggas, and they're gonna mean everybody. But
I look at that there.
yeah, high key. But like, without workers, the world won't move. Like, I had some pizza ordered. Without him, unless we start getting some outrageous shit, it's like a comfortable life don't exist without workers. And workers is like, I was on a cruise. You know, them niggas sleep below the cruise boat, and they're not allowed to just peruse the cruise boat, and you can be on the bed for 5 days. So for 5 days, I guess when y'all stop, they get off.
Yeah, but if you work in midnight shift, your black ass or whoever better not be out you can't be just mingling during your free hours.
If this is the layers of the boat, y'all stay where the whiskey is.
So, question: you think they have like a party room for the employees? They got
maybe a room. Well, I'm sure it's not some when
you're off, like you get to mingle there type
shit.
Yeah,
but you gotta mingle downstairs.
But it's employees only as fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like on some,
we
better not catch y'all on the slide.
I'm curious. Hey, if we got any fucking what do you call
Carnival workers?
Carnival workers, man. Tap the fucking Coughouse is curious. What do y'all do on your break? The fuck? What do you do? You sleep?
I'm like, they said Sean Paul's on the boat. Y'all can't come see Sean Paul?
Nah, fuck.
But yeah, man.
I think.
But shout out to them though, because they like when you wake up and you wanna go fuck up eggs and bacon and it's.
I think everybody. I think
it's Derek and Sampson in that motherfucker.
That's a disconnect. I think social media makes. I don't say social media. When I say social media too, I mean for the most part like the agenda, not necessarily social. Not like
the status quo or like what's cool and what's being pushed out.
Yeah, that part, like the real social media. But I feel like that push like the quality of life pushes entrepreneurship now. Mm-hmm. If you ask me, like the quality of life pushes entrepreneurship. The standard, to seem like you're doing something, and it's like not necessarily pushes it, but it's just like
even if you have a job, it'll be respected, but it'll be like so you just plan on doing that job for life as shit.
Right. It's like
So you gonna drop the t-shirt line, nigga, or some shit like that. It's like
not everybody want to do that.
Never. I plan to go up in the company or some shit like whatever.
I think, and it's just like people be kind of not warped, but like hit or what's that word? I guess it's like not PTSD, but it's just like once you know. I think you got people in the workforce that always wanted that aren't workers. You got workers that's in the workforce that aren't workers, aren't made to be workers. Hitting that bitch, giving that y'all, and realizing, this is only gonna be so much. This is only gonna be whatever. For somebody else, that shit might be golden, but that's all perspective. That's where it's really like the work shit
and
isn't
whoever is valuable for, he'll work that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He'll fuck around and send all 3 girls to college and take care of 2 sons or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like take care of a whole mass of niggas. I said niggas again, but you know what I mean.
You said mass of niggas.
Like just mass
niggas.
of niggas.
Oh, okay, niggas.
Yeah, but like, and he'll work that motherfucker. Like he'll deliver that mail. The fuck, you got a problem with it? But
I think it's all about.
It's just perspective for real. Cause I feel like what you just said about how you can be hitting the job and feeling like it ain't hitting on something like that. It's like I feel like what would make you feel like that is when you're at your job and tight. Like people all get when they work. Like people all get in life. But you scroll on your shit and you see ABCD. They just made another $10 million and they're chilling on the toilet seat like you. Ass shit. But it's like I don't know, a mean man or lady is yelling at you to come turn back on the fryer or something like that. I used to fry food. She was so terrible. I hated that shit.
Where, Dairy Queen?
At Kroger.
Oh.
I mean, I guess at Dairy Queen too.
Hey, this nigga worked at Kroger for 2 minutes.
Exactly. It was like...
Nigga worked at Kroger. Nigga worked at Dairy Queen for 2 minutes.
Nah, I worked at Dairy Queen for like a good 2 years.
What?
We was in high school.
DQ?
Yeah.
You worked at Dairy Queen for 2 years?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You're lying.
From 11 to 12th grade. Like, it was like the job I worked at till I...
Really? I thought it was like a few months. If anything.
Nah, it was a minute.
Really?
Yeah. But the Kroger shit was what was hell. Like, I had to make sandwiches in front of niggas, like at Subway or some shit. And I never realized, like, how much I don't like being watched while I work or some shit.
You know what's funny?
Mm-hmm.
All about confidence.
I wasn't confident enough while I made the panini sandwich.
You wasn't confident. You wasn't. You're not.
Cheese.
Yeah. Because it's funny though, because I feel like, to me,
but it's not wrong. I feel like it was no wrong with that kind of work. It was just my head was on some like, you making sandwiches, nigga.
I think that's different too, because I feel like now, right? Because if niggas knew what, like, if it could work a job that was, I feel like shit. Not any job, but like. Mm-hmm. Any job that I could work the hours I want type shit is like, it's just like, I don't know, I feel like, it's like any job that would be worth my time, basically, I wouldn't mind working right now. Mm-hmm. But
what's worth your time is super subjective, and to your earlier point, like, entitled, like, on some, like, it's damn near a mental, like,
it's entitled,
get that out of here.
It's entitled, but also it's not subjective, it's financially, I can put my finger on it. But no, you're all right. It's not subjective. It's like mentally subjective, I guess, because it's just like, but now it's like, if let's say, if a nigga got a job fucking at Subway making whatever, or whatever the fuck I need to make, it would be like, if as long as I had the time, as long as I felt like I had the time I needed outside of work, and I wouldn't give a fuck about making a bad bitch sandwich in front of me. I wouldn't give a fuck about making a rich nigga like you know what I'm saying, fly nigga like. Nigga, I got shit. Like, this is it's a plan. It's a part of the plan.
That's like that joke of niggas will pick cotton if it paid $300 an hour or some shit.
Well, no, not even.
Like on some, that's terrible. But on some like,
please,
on some. Hold on.
Nigga talking about picking cotton, but if you picking cotton, at one point after you pick cotton for 2 years, you can go buy the field. That's different. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like to the point of $300 an hour to pick cotton is like, if you working like you'd work at Subway or some shit, that's not an outrageous goal for you. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I feel like that's an outrageous occupation, but 300 hours outrageous as well. So it's like, so when I put in a relative of like, if the pay is good enough, niggas will do.
So when I say, okay, whatever. How about this? So how about this? So if I'm like tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I know Pizza Hut has a fire ass open, whatever. It's a Pizza Hut down the street from me. Yeah. The hours are the hours are perfect. The pay is decent the hours are perfect to where they don't interfere for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. Me being up in there now, when I'm in there like annoyed with the dumbass customer or like annoyed I just fucked the pizza up, whatever. Mm-hmm. If I know I'm saving my bread for, okay, I'm gonna get a truck, I'm gonna buy a box truck or some shit. You know what I'm saying? With this, I'm down payment for a house or whatever. My purpose is different. That's what I'm saying. Cause like back then, as a young nigga, when you working at Pizza Hut or you working at Kroger doing whatever, and you don't know what the fuck you doing after, like you getting paid at 2 weeks for that shit. That's what I'm talking about.
The mental work is the harder part.
It's just like, what is this shit for? Versus like,
that was a big part of Kroger too.
Now versus like now, if you got a job, it's like whatever. Like, all right, I'm podcast later, later. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck, grand scale shit. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like that's actually super valid. Cause it's the, like.
And I got another scenario too. Go ahead.
I feel like in family, like families be really have babies and get married oriented, but I feel like that's a factor of that too, because when you don't have any kids or don't have no real shit to work on, or like take care of for you ain't bought a house yet, you ain't got no kids, you ain't married or no shit like that. I feel like you have a lot of time and space to watch the stars, like be Peter Pan, like for real, like be a kid, or some shit. And like the niggas who have that type of shit is on some, they're like grounded in a certain level of heavy reality to where it's on some, he can hit that making sandwiches shit or whatever, because it's on some like, nigga, this goal is this thing that's breathing all the time and crying all the time that I, you know what I'm saying, love to death, to where it's like he can try to work on other shit too, and he should try to work on other shit too. But it's like, nigga, you can. It's like a cheat code to like, nigga, your purpose is super clear now. Like it's super, and it's like if you have the whole family shit, your purpose is super clear at that point. But it's like a lot of.
You hit the net. That's exactly what I was going to say after this. Basically, not that was what I was going to get at. Is just like now if you have scenarios, and it wasn't not even that you took it positive. But I was going to say like more like shit, a knucklehead, or like you said, an older person that was you got an older person that. They was doing dumb shit in their teens. They got locked up for 10 years, got out at 35, 40, now they work at Subway. You know what I'm saying? They could be appreciative because they know like that's the farthest they're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Or you know how far they're gonna get. Scratch that, because that's not the farthest they would get. But they're appreciative of this because off the top they know off the top what they've endured. You know what I'm saying?
They have a almost divine purpose now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's on some like I have some shit that.
Especially if they was risking their life for just doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but even like you said, even on that tip or let it be out of them live for. You know what I'm saying? Or my fam, or I got a baby at the crib. Fuck like my dreams, but nigga, that's my like I gotta make sure for sure.
But like, when you don't have such, it's like now because shit's so possible still. Cause like I feel like it's not to be mistaken, shit still is super possible when you're not married and You can like it's still. I mean, you can still really do anything even if you have kids, but because you don't have no actual like real natural like purpose or like natural God like to do this, it's like you're just always slick wanting. You know what I'm saying? Like even like because they say what's important is family and da 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 da, and I feel like family family changes as you get older to where it's on some like when you're coming up, your family is like your relatives and your parents and shit like that. But as you get older and get into a certain age, it has to start becoming your like friends and your family and shit that you knew from down here, like from the growing up all your life to your children's friends and family. You know what I'm saying?
It's a circle. It becomes a circle of. I think it's just a circle of life.
Yeah,
I think
you acquire more like as you.
Your family perspectives change because it goes from your family like obviously your aunts, cousins, but no, it's just like then becomes just your immediate family. Then it becomes the family that you create. So it's just like tiers change and shit like that. As you're a child, obviously you talking or being close with your family is important, but it's just like because it obviously
like a family you have to create in the world, even if it's like new friendships in life and like new like close friend to the family kind of relationship you form. It's like, but when you don't have any marriage or children, it's like you can run around and get hella grown and your family is still just the relatively
that
young adult child level of family when it's like your brain is probably like ready to have the super new family, like damn near the family that you already had is supposed to get moved into like a behind you, like to where you feel like you're at an age where you can protect that family, or you know what I'm saying, like you can like have room for like a new frontier of like adulthood kind of family.
This is as a man or a woman?
I feel like both, high key, because I feel like in some cases women raise kids dolo. It's like on some like everybody got to protect theirs to their own degree. Like maybe if it's a man in the house, he might run to the robber first, but you still got to protect the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got to protect regardless. Like and yeah, it's just. But the way shit's going right now, it's very set to keep niggas. I don't know, just young men and working. Like even when you get older, like I feel like age is so weird now too, because niggas aren't having kids. Like I feel like back in the day, not even back in the day, but like when my mom was young, or like when my grandma and XYZ. When you're 25, if you don't have any kids, everybody might stop being like this nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got no kids, but it's like.
That's why it's interesting. I'll say too, because you can have what's that like when you have like a woman or a woman or a man, you know what I'm saying, without kids at 30 plus or whatever. It's not like why don't you have no kids? It's like why don't you got no kids? It's like why aren't you starting a leg, like almost like not even I guess I'm not mixing head ass, but like you said, those responsibilities.
Yeah.
Because it's just like
why aren't you living your 20-year-old version of life kind of thing? Because
I think, and that's funny, I think it's the subconscious that we just walk with that we kind of don't even mention, but it's just like once you have a child, your life is 100%, or it's supposed to be different. You know what I'm saying? You got to move different, regardless. Like I think people want to make it seem, or used to try to make it seem like, oh, I think obviously like you're still a person, you still have those. You know, you have whatever fulfilled. You still want to be fulfilled.
Desires and XYZ.
Yeah, but it's just like
you have a definite purpose now.
And it's like, nigga, and I don't know what perspective, but even going back to the single woman shit too, or you had mentioned it, but well, no, I ain't gonna go on that, but like,
he said it like, I mean, you brought it up. Nah, so I'm just saying it off what you saying.
We ain't gonna go into that. that deserves a whole.
Yeah, it's on topic. But
yeah,
no, I think, it's just, it's all work. It's just, but I think it's just hella new and different to where like the work has changed. So it's like, but it's still the same, you know, working in the factory kind of mentality. Like a big thing of that I think is the Amazon workers.
What you mean?
Because Amazon's so popping, and it works so efficiently that like Amazon probably supplies mad jobs. Like, you know what I mean? Like on some
Amazon. I mean, yeah, but like, what are you referring to? You saying like they just provide jobs, like shit?
overall just providing jobs, but like they're part of why shit's so easy. But I feel like to make shit so easy,
like
it
the
has to be
Ubers
hella
and
jobs.
the Amazons
like,
and the
you can get your groceries delivered.
Also I say that like the jobs, like you saying like
like
jobs you
somebody
can
has to bring my groceries. You know what I mean? Like
even though Amazon, I think Amazon is one where you kind of gotta catch it or whatever, but it's just like you can get.
Nah, they'll leave it at my door. Like
no, I'm talking about employment.
I'm grocery shop.
Okay, no.
Amazon got me. I'll be like,
the crib.
I do want some motherfucking.
That's another thing too. Like this, that shit innovative. Like us being as people evolving to the place where our food comes to you can order your food items and
you used to have to run and get your steaks like this. Now they give it to you like this, cut up and portioned out for how much work you put in this week.
Fucking but I don't be liking. I got a thing too where I don't be trusting food. Like where I'm not trusting food. Like
did you say that? I feel like I had this conversation with my family recently and somebody said that too. Like
I didn't tell you this.
My sister's boyfriend said that. Well, her fiance said that. He was like on some I can't trust my steaks in a nigga car. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I can't trust food.
I'm talking about fast food.
Oh,
but that
he was talking about groceries.
Groceries too, because it's just like everything.
My raw fruits in this random.
Everything is processed. Everything is this. And then the fruits. The idea of like banana. Like okay, just the concept. I've told you this before, but like, who was it? Tiffany Haddish talking about she had a banana. She can't eat banana. Like how a lot of niggas they eat bananas. And they tongue itch, you know what I'm saying? Or like they kind of have that reaction. I don't know if
that happened when I was a child or like younger.
That happens for me still. Like a lot of people, but
it's not bad enough to stop me from eating bananas.
It's bad for a lot of people though. It's just uncomfortable. But I digress. She was saying in Africa, she went to Africa. She said she had a banana and there was no reaction. I'm just saying to say like whatever it be our soil or whatever the fuck is like shit don't even be like really what it is. Nigga, seedless grapes, like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't like grapes.
I found that out.
Bro, that shit's weird. Go ahead.
But I love seedless grapes. Like,
of course.
I still hate grapes from seed. I'd be like, bro.
I used to hate them as a kid. But now I'm like, where'd they go?
Yeah.
Because I was like, all I can find is seedless grapes.
Yeah. Shout out. Shout out to y'all. Keep them coming.
I be on some. That's my conspiracy. Okay.
But all the food fake. I feel like but I feel like I found out that all the fruits and shit that we eat, or not all of them, but majority, like bananas, they're not even supposed to be really bananas. Like they're really much smaller, much more bitter, much bigger seeded like shit. But they like. Twisted up, she was like, these are way better. Trust me.
That's what they are.
Monkeys love them. They're in cartoons. Fuck with them. But I think all that shit kind of fake. Like, I just found out, I think you the one that put me on from the joke. Oxtails aren't oxtails. They're cowtails. I don't know why we call them oxtails. Like, and if you saw them as cowtails, they wouldn't sell. They wouldn't sell. I don't want a rice and cowtail.
That's where it's on some shit like... It's a lot of like shit I peeped like for us like that was really said as jokes. Mm-hmm. That is just like so it's just like the capital not even jokes but said passively or said but it was just like for me it's just like as I grow up like it's like wait so it's really that and we're really just going and I'm talking about like just the fakeness of or not the fake or the food just how we are as a country like I couldn't like. Just our whole marketing, bro. Like, we're a whole, like, America's the greatest, like, whatever the fuck we used to say, like...
Whatever the fuck they better say when I was...
Yeah, like, whatever it was, like, not to say, and just, like, we felt that shit, you meant that shit, like, they used to have they had us on, I mean, I think all schools and shit do it, like, not now, but, like, in other countries, like, allegiance and shit like that, some kind of allegiance, but...
I'm sure everybody, I feel like, do we still do it?
In school?
Yeah.
I mean,
I haven't seen it.
Do they still go to
school?
Are kids still in school? The kids still go to school? Shit.
Yeah.
What do they do nowadays? Your teeth white as hell right now.
Huh?
Teeth look white. Nigga.
Oh, appreciate you. Hard work. But I don't know, like, cause I always thought it was regular, but as I got older, it was like some.
What's that? What? I'm a bad.
Just to make children do pledges of allegiance. It's like I understand why you would want us to, in the sense that, like. We on the country, but just the image, just the idea of a bunch of kids, like, it's not that by any means, but if you turn the audio off, it's some I don't say some dictator shit, but it damn near look like some Nazi shit. It's just some like everybody stand like this and say shit at the same time, and it's not that by any means, but it's like a
Nigga, let me.
They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like they have no idea what they're saying.
Nigga,
They're just saying what they're saying.
Fuck you talking about.
They're like, you got a nigga
nigga
with his parents from Pakistan, but he still got to say it. It's like he don't know yet. He's just.
Let me praise the ancestors in the morning. Y'all got me over here talking about play allegiance. But you know,
I wonder if you can now though, because like shit so woke in XYZ to where it's like if you gotta pray like a Muslim or whatever the case, like any type of religion. Do I get my time? Like, can I go?
I think. I mean, they probably don't be giving a fuck now. I know, but even back in the even like when we was in school, I would
still remember that shit.
Yeah, Slick out there and do too. When I was in school, I would stand up, but you know I wouldn't do all that. I just might stand up. You know what I'm saying? Because they was like, or if you don't want to do that, you can make it a.
You can make it a black thing.
You know, they would say you can make it a moment of, you know, reflection or some shit if you don't want to say it or some shit. I remember like something of that nature. Tucking your shirts in was weird.
I like it sometimes, but I always fucked with the way Carlton dressed on Fresh Prince.
Carlton was cool.
Oh,
what about high school?
I think that was for sagging and shit.
I thought that shit was weird.
Yeah.
Like, why?
What I thought was weird was you can't have pants with like holes in them. I'm like, if they can't sit in the class and not get triggered by them hoes, we have a much bigger problem. Like, fuck them.
What was that about?
Like you can't show skin on your leg and shit too high. And I'm like, if that's a problem,
get about it.
That's a way bigger problem.
Cause like he is
we need to have teachers in the class like this, like a watcher and a teacher type shit.
That's so fucking yeah, man.
Yeah. We should do the outro real quick in case it's.
What's how we are?
I can't see. I don't know how that's going, but I feel like we should just get it and we can like chop out later. But nah, this was episode 2, much quieter, much more introspective. I enjoyed it.
We took a lot to. K got hella deep in the beginning. I was saying.
That's what the fuck she said.
9.5. But 9.5. No, I was gonna say shit, but we just getting this to y'all for sure. Consistency is key. The fuck are you talking about? Mm-hmm. Consistency. But nah, man. Coughouse episode 2. We got this motherfucker. SK, wanna say something?
Stay blessed.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? Drink some water if you can.
Drink water. We love you. Love you, my nigga. Fucking get to it, dog. If y'all hope you're having a good week. Hope you have a good week. What's today? We don't have no sequence days right now. So whatever day you get this on hearing this, we appreciating it. We out this bitch.
Drive then drink. Don't drink and drive.
That part.